Welcome to my life on paper. I am Briana, and it is a 3 for today. So welcome to the Iron Crafter Challenge, where we get assigned an item to highlight, and this month it is stamps. I'm also playing with Baby Got Scraps, where we take only one 12 by 12 piece of paper and the rest scraps and make a layout. And the third thing is the Big December Sketch Fest with Scrap a Sketch, where we this one I am doing challenge bonus number 3, where we take an old sketch. This is sketch number 51. And we take a black and white photo and we scrapbook it of ourselves. You know what I mean. Take a black and white photo of ourselves and scrapbook it. Okay, so right away I go to my scraps and I get some black and white paper. And I made a mat for the back of this photo. The other frames that I am using, the 2 black frames, are leftovers. I had designed a sketch for Christy's Beautiful Life in her 30 Days of Sketches. I was day October 31. Happy Halloween. And those frames were in my sketch, but I did not use those exact frames. So I got them out of my stash. I have all my embellishments according to color, so it was very easy for me to go in and get the black items to get out and use for my layouts. I used 3 different pieces of scraps here. One on a white background. You can see the leaves up there. This one is a black background. And then we also have the kind of muted black and white checkers. So I thought that was a good variety, and it makes it interesting. Now I'm cutting them down to kind of emulate the sketch there. And there's different ways you could do that. I could have layered like another color on top. I could have made a hole in the pieces of paper to look similar to the sketch, and I decided just to take another piece of white paper and layer it on top. Here I'm trying to decide which goes where. I kind of knew I wanted the white one in the middle. And after that, I don't think it didn't really matter which one went on the top and which one went on the bottom. So here is a white scrap of paper that I am trimming down to those smaller white pieces that go in the middle. And at this point, I'm not totally sure what I'm going to do with stamping. You can see I've got that swirl stamp that's cut out. That was from a different layout that I didn't use. It's at the bottom of the page. They're just kind of hanging out. And I end up making more of those and using a different stamp. So here I am backing the photo, and then I take my ink right to the paper, and I was doing really good until I get to the side and I go do a little oops. And sometimes I do that all the way around the paper, where I'll put a little bit extra ink. That's not the look I was going for, and I will be able to cover it up with my photo. This white paper, I want it to stand out a little bit more because it is white. So I do the same thing, this time being very much more careful with the ink, and I put it just around that white piece in the middle. So then I'm going to lay that down, and you'll see me kind of look like, oh, how can I disguise that? Which I do, and you can see in the sketch it is the same look. You know, it goes off the side there. So that was a lucky way to cover up my mistake there. I don't use that tag. I do have a little container of just little embellishments, black and white, up in the corner there, to see what might be useful to me. Here is a very old just punch out of a heart. So I'm using that. So here are my words. This is a really fun stamp set. It is Tim Holtz, and it's by Stampers Anonymous, and it's got all these little phrases. So I thought I might use that. The Too Cute, which is going to be my title, is from Ellie's Studio. It's in gray, so I think that's perfect. The journaling card is also from Ellie's Studio. It says, "This was so good." So I want to use that up in the left corner for some journaling. And then those, you can see the word stickers on it's on a acrylic block on the left on the bottom there. And I'm thinking about using those as well. I had picked out 3 that just sounded really good to me. So they're kind of laying there for inspiration. So here I go, and I adhere those white pieces down to the middle, and then I'll kind of lay out each of those blocks to where I want them. But now I'm thinking, instead of stamping all the words, should I just use those stickers there? And then I found this Tim Holtz, it's like string, and I haven't used it yet, and I was pretty excited. So I have to season it on my arm, and then I was pretty excited to use it. So first I used this gray Catherine Pooler. It is actually called Twilight by Catherine Pooler. So I'm going to stamp that in the corner, and then I decide it's kind of, I don't know if this would be considered like a diagonal design, but I do another one up in the left-hand corner too, and that makes me pretty happy. And I wonder if one bunch of string is good, how about 2 bunches of string? So I'm going to take that same stamp, and I'm going to use my Midnight, the black color, and stamp it in each corner, kind of overlaying it. But that one is not a perfect stamp, which happens. Can't worry about it. And then I go up in that corner too, which I'm like, yeah, I got a really good stamp. I'm really excited. And then I think I cover it both of those mostly up. So, but I would totally use that stamp again. It's totally cute. Okay. And you can use it for anything. So there I'm going to kind of figure out where am I going to put that. And I actually don't cover up this, the part that didn't stamp well. I don't cover it up with a photo. I end up covering it with another embellishment, but we'll get there. So I'm just using my ATG to get those rectangles down, and then I will get my photo down. I don't know, I just didn't want it that far in the corner, probably because I wanted more embellishments on the side. So you can see the full stamped, the not stamped, full stamped images on the right there, but I'll cover that up. And my title's going to be Too Cute, and there's my journaling spot. And I still want to use those frames, the black frames I've got. So next I'm going to put the title on so that I kind of know where I can go with my clusters and journaling black and that kind of thing. And I know these grays are going to match exactly because they're both Ellie Studio, so that works really good. You know, the Twilight doesn't match exactly, but that's okay. It doesn't, the ink doesn't need to match exactly with the title block and the or the journaling block and the title. So Too Cute is my title, with me wearing my tiara on. And then I'll probably get to stamping the other pieces, since it is Iron Crafter and I'm supposed to be using stamps. But it's kind of fun when you can do one video for 3 different prompts, reasons, hops. Here is my Creative Memories little tool so that I can get the dot the exactly right spot, because my fingers are too big to maneuver the dot of the of the exclamation mark. Here goes my journaling spot. And then I will use my Barely Art glue to get that thin frame down, both over the journaling spot and over around my photo. Ta-da! Yeah. And then you can still see some of the what's supposed to be thread that was stamped up on the corner there in the left upper corner. And same thing with the thread in the right lower corner. And I'm sorry for the glare on my photo, but you will see me in the close-ups at the end. This little spot says Life Right Now. And then there's the heart. And then I really want to use these words that I took off the sticker book. And so I'm just going to read them all to you. The one on the bottom say, "Darling, you are a work of art. Attitude is everything. You can do anything, but not everything. Make a difference. With brave wings she flies." And then, "Do what you love, love what you do." And then, and those are the things I'm grabbing off. And I wasn't too particular. There was definitely things that jumped out at me, but then at the end you have to make sure that they're going to fit on the black there. So on top it says, "Believe in yourself. It's always the small piece that makes the big picture. We are fearless, independent, and original. You can never have too much happy. Great things take time. And no beauty shines brighter than that of a good heart." So I don't often do a page about me. So these were kind of fun just to pick things that kind of, I think kind of represent me. So that was fun, and I got to use them on my page. So I'll get a couple more out that'll fit nice on there, and then I'll go to my stamping. Please take a moment and look below and see who is playing along with Baby Got Scraps, who's playing along with Iron Crafter, and then also the people playing along with December Scrap a Sketch Fun, which was really last month, but I'm still got time to finish my layouts for the end of January. Did I tell you that if you get your layout that's of the sketch by the end of January, January 31st, that you'll be put in a drawing for prizes. So here is that Midnight Catherine Pooler that I am just stamping some of those squiggles. I've decided I'm going to get some more of those on the page. You can see one already, like I had stamped before. The other thing I'm going to stamp is I've got a little heart, and I'm going to get three of those on the page as well. So I probably stamp about 4 because one doesn't stamp out the best. I will take time to cut those out, and then I will be back to place those and glue those down. So here they are cut out, and I'm going to start gluing everything down other than the photos, the stickers, and the frames. So there's the heart, and here's the stamped and cut out heart, and then I'll get those flourishes down, the squiggles. And then I'm going to tuck one above my head. Oh, I do put some adhesive foam tape to pop up not only the swirls, the flourishes, but also the hearts that I stamped. And one of those flourishes is going to go right above my head. But in the picture, this was done, it's kind of a, I don't want to say rustic, but industrial probably place that we did the dress shopping at, and there's like this big beam or air vent or something above my head, so right by the tiara, so that gets covered up by one of these flourishes. So even though it looks like I'm almost trying to cover up the tiara, I'm not covering up the tiara because I wouldn't want to do that, but I covered up the beam. So all right, we're coming to the end. Thank you so much for sticking with me to the end. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I will see you again very soon.